Now, Governor Walz, in fact, I probably shouldn't repeat this, but I read something on the internet the other day. Somebody made an observation. They said, and I don't want to paint with too broad a brush because there's some fine child care services in Minnesota, as there are elsewhere, but the person on social media asked a question: How do you know if you've discovered one of these fictitious child care services? Well, you go there and no one's inside, but the owner pulls up in a Lamborghini. And that's what happened. The people who were stealing the money directly from Governor Walz and then giving it to the folks that were helping them, the fictitious restaurants, or the restaurants creating fictitious lists of people they fed, and autistic children they were helping who weren't autistic. They took the money too, and all of them had a big old party. They bought cars, they bought jewelry, they took expensive vacations, they sent money back to Somalia. There is an investigation going on right now, I'm not saying it's true, that some of the money might have gone to terrorist organizations in Somalia. American taxpayer money that these people were taking out of the mouths of poor people. Now, Governor Walz says, I knew nothing about this, man. It's news to me. And he said, in fact, I'm taking some bold steps. He said, at first, I'm not going to run for a third term. I guess he needs more time. Hope he uses the time to prepare his defense, because he's got a lot to defend here. He knew what was going on. In fact, one of the lawyers representing one of the thieves in this case said many of the people, this was their excuse, said many of the people involved in the stealing thought that the state was okay with it. That's what he said. Here's his quote: "No one was doing anything about the red flags. Red flags were everywhere. Nobody in state government," he said, "was doing anything about the red flags. It was like someone was stealing money from the cookie jar and they kept refilling it." The state knew.